In this video, I'm going to show you a simple reversal strategy that will make you rich if you let it. This is my #1 go-to strategy. I trade this almost every day. This setup right here is my bread and butter, my go-to, and I'm pretty much at a point where I won't trade any other kind of setup. But without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so here we are looking at a trade from earlier today, and this trade ran about 250%. Went from $17 to about $42 per contract. So right there, it was around like 240, somewhere in that range. More than a double up, and the trade happened over the span of a couple hours. I love this setup because 4 times out of 5 it works. This right here is all the charting I did for the trades. We have a demand zone down here, this gray. And right here we have my entry was right here, and my exit, I actually believe I exited somewhere right here, but my target was up here, but it looked like we were pulling back, so I got out. Now let's go back to the start of the day so we can kind of see in real time what I was looking at, what I noticed and whatnot. All right, so I'm going to delete that. This was here at the start of the day, but I'll delete it. And we'll kind of go back and start the day off how I started it. So I usually like to mark my high of the day and low of the day for the previous trading day. So that's one thing I'll do here. Let me, Friday. So open was right here. So we have the high of the day and low of the day. Then after that, I go back and I look at the trend of the market. So right now, the market is currently trending up. We got a high, low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, higher low, higher high, and then I guess we got another higher low. But this is from the day, so actually let's back it up a little bit. All right, so this is where we were. This is before market open. One important note about trading this strategy is what happens pre-market, post-market doesn't matter at all. So we're completely ignoring that. I have that turned off. I don't even look at it. I can see where it is in that time, but I don't look at the candles or look at what it does to determine what I'm going to do for the day. So after that, if I'm trading on if I'm trying to day trade, I'm looking on the 15-minute chart. And then when it comes to getting into my entry, I will drop down to the 1-minute chart. So when it comes to me doing this, I see we have a supply zone down here. And how I'm marking this supply is just I'm marking the whole candle before we got this big movement up. All right, and that is this zone right here. And then essentially what I am looking for with this strategy, we got a new high right here. This is higher than the last high. So we had a high over here, we got a new high, and that means there is potential for this setup that we got today. So yeah, we got one high and then got another high at the end of the day. And then to start off, the market gapped down, and as you can see, it's coming down and it's about to tap into this demand zone. And when it taps into this demand zone, that is the next criteria for this trade. So we got the higher high, and it looks like we're about to get the tap into the demand zone. So when I see this, I drop down to the 1-minute and I start watching. All right, so here we are on the 1-minute. Awfully close to the demand zone. Let me zoom out, make that a little easier to see. Okay, we tap in, so right here. Now what I'm looking for is for it to show a change of character and make a higher high on the 1-minute. So right now it is currently trending down, is making lower lows and lower highs. Once it makes a higher high, I will get in my trade. I'll be targeting this high right here. So here we are. I'm waiting, let's zoom in. All right, so right there, this was the previous high, or you could say this was the previous high because it wicked it. Once this candle closed above the previous high, let me zoom in, it's kind of wide. Once it closed below this previous high, I got my entry, and I am now, here, let me move this up so you can see. I'm going to take this long tool. My entry is right here. I'm going to take my stop loss, put it right here at lows, and I am going to target the highs. And for the record, this is not connected to my account. This actually does not do anything. It just is something visual for me. I actually stop. I actually exit the position myself. All right, so we're in the trade here, and now let's watch. Here it is on the 1 minute. Let's widen that out. Here it is on the 1 minute. Kind of chilling, going a little sideways. By this point, I've moved up to the 5 minute because watching the 1 minute makes things feel like it's going a lot slower for me. And let's widen this out some more. See right here, we're making good progress. Good progress is going on up. And actually, I think it might have been right here. I think I cut out and took profits right here, and that is how we took $17 contracts up to $42 contracts. And the beauty of this strategy is whenever you wait for this strategy, you go in with the stop loss nice and tight. Usually try to go for the 5-to-1 ratio. That's usually where I kind of shoot for the stop loss. Got the target at the high right here. It didn't quite get the highs, and it won't always get the highs, but about 4 times out of 5 it'll run the highs. And if you grab the right contracts, this strategy is easy money. Again, this is one of my favorite strategies. I trade it almost every day. If I were to have an options trading course, this would be my course, this video right here. So if you like what you see here, if there's anything I did in this video that you don't understand, feel free to let me know down below in the comments. Or if you're shy, feel free to hit me up on Instagram. I'm just going to take my Instagram, leave it right here. Do with it as you will. If for some reason you made this far and haven't already, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so that you don't miss any future content. And last, but certainly not least, Matthew Manuel signing off, and I want to change your life.